Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now today I'm going to reveal the truth about red yeast rice and statin drugs and lowering your cholesterol. And recently I've been getting a lot of emails and questions about the safety of using red yeast rice to naturally lower cholesterol levels. For example, does it work? Is it safe? Or does it even have the same side effects of statin cholesterol lowering drugs? Now, one of the reasons for all the questions and concerns is because Consumer Reports website, the magazine, came out with a list of the 15 supplement ingredients to always avoid. And red yeast rice was one of the 15 ingredients on the list. And this is a very important topic because if the right form and amount of red yeast rice is utilized, it's an amazingly effective and safe ingredient. However, if the wrong form is used, then you're dealing with a lot of problems. However, before I continue, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel right now while it's fresh in your mind, because I've got some very important videos coming out soon about similar heart health topics, and I don't want you to miss out. So in regards to the Consumer Report feedback about red yeast rice, unfortunately, the information is vague, wrong, and inaccurate. They state risks such as kidney and muscle problems and liver problems, hair loss, and can also magnify the effect of cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, increasing the risk of side effects. Of course, they never state how or why red yeast rice could cause this. However, what they have done is inaccurately listed statin drug side effects. Now, speaking about statin drugs, these are the real problems. You see, one of the most prescribed drugs in the world for almost 2 decades are cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, and the most popular ones being Lipitor, Crestor, Zocor, and similar ones. Now, doctors used to, and they still do, say how these drugs are so amazingly healthy for you. And the minute anyone even has slightly elevated cholesterol levels, doctors were quick to prescribe these powerful and unfortunately harmful drugs. However, in the past few years, the truth has come out. The fact that statin drugs are very toxic and have numerous side effects, such as memory loss and muscle pain, liver damage, diabetes, high blood pressure, impotence, and more. Now, I'm very familiar with this topic because this is exactly what I had to deal with with my own parents back in 1998 when they were prescribed these horrible statin drugs, and why we had to find natural alternatives to these toxic drugs. So what does all this have to do with red yeast rice? You see, this is because red yeast rice, which is a regular diet staple in Asia, naturally contains low levels of monocolin K, which is chemically similar to the active ingredient in cholesterol-lowering statin drug called lovastatin. And because of this, Consumer Reports automatically and incorrectly assumed that red yeast rice is the same as statin drugs and thus will have the same negative side effects of statin drugs. Not only is this wrong, but it's illegal in the US because the FDA won't allow this. You see, in 2008, the FDA determined that red yeast rice products contain more than trace amounts of the monocolin K are considered as an unapproved new drug and cannot be sold legally as dietary supplements. And this was done primarily because the pharmaceutical companies didn't want a natural ingredient to compete with their harmful drugs. So the bottom line is, whatever red yeast product you purchase these days in America, legally it cannot have any of the monocolin K, which is similar to the statin lovastatin. And thus, red yeast rice can't cause any of the statin side effects that Consumer Reports mentioned. Does this make sense? You see, red yeast rice can't cause any statin side effects if it doesn't contain any statin in it. However, red yeast rice still has numerous health and cholesterol-lowering benefits that is not related to the monocolin K or the lovastatin, and without any of the negative side effects. Now, there are potential problems with red yeast rice. So Consumer Report was all wrong about their red yeast rice negative side effects. However, there are 2 real problems that you need to look for when purchasing red yeast rice. The first problem is citrulline. Some red yeast rice products contain a contaminant called citrulline, which can cause kidney failure in high dosages. So when purchasing any product containing red yeast rice, make sure the citrulline is removed. Problem number 2, don't use it by itself. You never want to use red yeast rice by itself because you'd have to use a very high dosage for it to work and be effective. And this can be true for any one ingredient. Unfortunately, the higher the dosages, your body quickly adapts into the compound. And over time, you need to keep increasing your dosage to keep seeing the positive effects. And the higher the dose of any ingredient, whether it's natural or chemical, the more potential side effects. So the question is, what's your best and safest solution? And I'll be honest with you over here. There is no one single ingredient that works 100% effective forever, let alone every single person. And that includes a very effective compound such as red yeast rice or any single herb or nutrient. Just think about it. Just like you don't eat only broccoli for best health, you don't want to use only one herb or nutrient either. And the best products and solutions use red yeast rice in conjunction with other key ingredients at specific dosages to help create healthy cholesterol levels, improve your HDL-LDL ratios, and triglycerides. This way, all of your lipid levels are in healthy range without your body adapting to any single nutrient and without any negative side effects. Okay, so with that said, let's discuss scientifically proven herbs that work best with red yeast rice to lower your cholesterol. You see, some ingredients that you should look for when purchasing a cholesterol-lowering product, which also work in synergy with red yeast rice, is polycosanol, CoQ10, pantethine, garlic extract, artichoke leaf extract, glucosterols, and also phytosterols complex. Now, these ingredients together will work to improve your cholesterol and lipid levels, and that's what you want. However, there's other things. Additionally, whatever product you select, you want to make sure it has a liver cleansing formula, such as milk thistle extract and NAC, which is N-acetylcysteine. This is very important because 80% of your cholesterol in your body is formed in your liver and not from the foods you eat. And the older we get, right, coupled with all the various environmental toxins and other pills we take daily, especially if you're over the age of 40, most people's livers are weak and tired. Thus, cholesterol builds up because your liver is unable to detoxify it like it used to. So you want to take liver cleansers. And finally, you also want to reduce your homocysteine levels. And this is an amino acid in your blood, which increases your risk for heart attack or stroke by 43%. And a special blend of 4 specific vitamins can dramatically and naturally decrease your homocysteine levels. And the best part is, it's an easy fix. Unfortunately, most doctors never speak about it simply because they don't know. Plus, since there is, no drug to prescribe, they really don't care. You see, when all these ingredients that I just mentioned are combined together in proper ratios, the synergy created is much more effective solution, and you need a lower dose. This way, there is no adaptation. Your body will not have to adapt, and it will not have any of the negative side effects. And that's the secret. Now, you might be thinking, geez, I don't want to take, 10, 20, or 30 pills a day, buying a bunch of bottles and herbs. And I don't blame you who has the time or the money. And this is the exact problem my parents and I had back in 1998. And that's why they now use an all-in-one solution called Cholesterol, which contains all the above key ingredients in the specific extracted, clinically proven dosages, in addition to a couple other helpful ingredients. And the feedback has been amazing since the product's been around since 1999, so you know it works. But anyways, you don't need to take my word for it. Go ahead and click the link underneath this video, and you can read all about cholesterol, how it works, how you'll benefit, view the clinical studies, the before and after blood tests, the customer reviews, and everything else you need to know about how the ingredients work with your body, improving your cholesterol levels naturally. In fact, it works so quickly, it'll lower your cholesterol by 30 points in 30 days. And if you want to lower your cholesterol levels naturally and you don't want to take harmful drugs, give it a try and let me know how it works for you. Well, that's it for today. I hope this video gave you more clarity about red yeast rice and lowering your cholesterol levels, and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please share the health with others so they can benefit as well. Also, do me a favor and please leave your comments and questions below. And most importantly, do yourself a favor and click the link underneath this video and read up about how cholesterol works and how it lowered my parents' cholesterol by 30 points in 30 days. As always, thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.